Hey guys, if you want to know how I retouched this frontal install on myself, stay tuned. As you can see me right here, I'm showing you where my frontal's lifting at. I did this install really quick and I put it on with intentions of not wearing it too long. So I just wanted to show you guys where it was lifting at. So this is my process. I get a cloth and 91% alcohol, and in the lifted areas I clean underneath and I clean on top of the lace. And the reason why I do this is to get rid of all the buildup, so it'll be able to lay as flat as it did when I first did it. And when I do that, after I finish cleaning my forehead with 91% alcohol, that's my favorite alcohol to use. Some people use sea breeze, some people use soap and water and say that alcohol is not good for them. So if you want to do that and that works for you, go on ahead with your bad self. I use alcohol because I want it to stick and I wanted it to be clean. And the reason why I used the Holland spray right after I did the alcohol was because I want the frontal to lay down again, because if you're using remover, which is the alcohol, to get rid of the buildup, you want to make sure that your frontal will stick back down. So when you spray the Holland spray, it creates a barrier that allows the product to adhere again. And you've seen me curling back my baby hairs. That's also to create the swoop easier, and at the same time I'm able to flatten down the tips of my frontal wig so it can look nice, new, fresh, and natural again. And what you see me doing here is applying Beautiful Hustler Hair brand glue. I love this glue because this glue is waterproof and it worked. When I tell you waterproof, I did 5 layers and went to Mexico and it would stand all that water out. I dipped my head under the water, I swam, I did all type of water activities, and that wig was not coming off. So it works, it's official. If you want some waterproof glue, then you just follow the instructions on how to apply it with the waterproof, to make it waterproof, and go ahead with your bad self. When I tell you it worked, I only used two layers, and I made sure the layers were thin because you don't want the glue to be bulky. Then what I did was separate the baby hairs that was on the edges from the baby hairs that was a little bit further back, so I can press the lace into the glue as flat as possible. But the way that you apply it, like you see me do earlier, I did not go over where the frontal would lay. And also right there, I didn't wait till the glue to dry up all the way, and you should, because then that will stop it from creating a ashy line and a line of demarcation. But what you see me doing here is laying back my baby hairs with my rat tail comb, but also I had to go and get my best friend, which is my edge brush. I showed you guys my edge brush before. This edge brush has 2 sets of combs. One of the combs the bristles are closer than the other ones, and I like to use the small bristles to make sure that the baby hair is smooth and cohesive. And you've seen me use my Got To Be Glue Insta Hold spray in order to make these baby hairs again. And when I get to the edges, I make sure that I brush forward before I brush to the side, because that gives it the illusion that it's natural sideburns. My sideburns are naturally full, and I would suggest, if you guys, unless you guys don't have a hairline, no offense, but if you guys are suffering from no hairline and you want a full hairline, that's decent. But I always say, if you're going to be wearing frontals, make sure it's a realistic hairline for you, that it doesn't look fake, because those are the things that'll make it look fake. And as you can see, that there's like a halo line of demarcation at the top. I could have did a full hairline of baby hairs, but I decided not to go that route. And I just wanted the baby hairs to be more like regular, so I just swooped them like how I would normally do if I wasn't trying to do exotic baby hairs, because when I do my exotic baby hairs, I bring them forward and I do the whole hairline and things. That's when I'm feeling Puerto Rican. But I wasn't feeling Puerto Rican, I was feeling Belizean today, so that's what I did. And after I got these hairs in place and I got the baby hairs looking like how I want them to, I created the swoops with the flat iron, like you guys seen me do earlier. So this process will be much easier for you. You won't have to really form the C shape more than you would if you didn't use the curling iron. But if you're not really good with the curling iron, you feel like you'll burn yourself, don't do it, sis, don't do it. But this is how I create mine. And also, I will be putting foundation on the part in the middle and in the front, so it can get rid of that halo look, that line of demarcation when you know that it's a wig. I tied mine down with two elastic bands because I wanted the hair to appear like it was flattened to my head in the front. So that's why you see me with 2 bands. And also, I have to say, I made this wig from scratch, and that's why this frontal looks so natural and the knots are so small. Is because I ventilated this frontal myself. This is my 40-inch frontal, and I just created it myself. I was tired of looking for a 40-inch frontal and couldn't find one. And you know, because most wigs come with a shorter frontal, and I don't like that. So I took the time out to make this. It took me like a month and a half to ventilate it because it's like a 13x6 in the top area, and it's like the length of a 6x6 closure in the middle, and on the sides it's probably about 4 inches. If you guys wear frontals and do hair, you'll understand what I mean by that. But yes, I ventilated this myself. I have videos on how I create my own tracks and make my own frontals. Those are coming up as well. But what I wanted to show you is how I brought this frontal install back to life. This is a glue-in. This is not a wig. This is just a frontal install, and it's a glue-in weave. I don't wear my hair for long, so you'll never see me do something that I will have to keep on my hair for months, because that's just not going to happen. And here's the final look. And if you like this, please like, forward, subscribe, share with your friends, and just know I got some heat coming for you this summer. I'm not playing with y'all. We coming with the colors. As you can see, this wig was a flatiana, really, really, really flat, because the more flat, the better. And I wore it natural, guys. I didn't even straighten this hair or anything. I just brushed it and went. This hair is my natural straight Anointed Hair Bundles brand Vietnamese hair. And if you guys like it, you guys can do pre-order with me. You can hit me via DM, or you can hit me in the comments if you would like to get this hair. But just to let you know, this is my luxury hair, and it is pricey. Yes, it is. It doesn't shed, and it's just beautiful. So there you go. And here's some pictures from the event that I went to and sweated it out in the beginning. God bless you and have a nice day.